Hey guys, GameZach here, and welcome to another one of my Civilization 6 videos. Now, we've seen a lot of gameplay at this point. Unstacked cities, eureka moments, the civics tree, justified wars, and religion to say the least. But today I want to talk about winning, and what your actual goals in each game are going to be, the victory conditions. These are what you should be striving for in each game in order to dominate your opponents and secure yourself a win. And the nice thing in Civilization is that you don't have to go for any one in particular. There's always room to go after a couple of them. Personally, I like going for a science victory, but I'd like to know your favorites too, so just for fun, there's a poll right here on this video for you to vote. Just click the eye icon in the top right corner. However, in Civ 6, one victory condition has been removed compared to Civ 5, the diplomatic victory, but a brand new one has been added, the religious victory, so maintaining 5 of them. And it's actually possible that the diplomatic victory could be added back in the future, making it 6. Either way though, let's move on to the 5 victory conditions in Civilization 6. First up, we have a score victory. A score victory occurs when no civilization has achieved any other victory by the end of the game. In this case, the civilization with the overall highest score will win. The basic score victory. Score acts as a rough guide to how you're doing in each game compared to everyone else, and it's simple enough. It's pretty much the best way of deciding the victor once time runs out. Next up is the science victory. To achieve a science victory, you must accomplish 3 major milestones: launch a satellite, land a human on the moon, and establish a Martian colony. Now, those aren't the only 3 things you have to do, because reaching those milestones requires other things. Notably, on the screen we've seen so far, one of those things is building a spaceport. Interestingly enough, it's no longer the somewhat unrealistic far future goal of getting to Alpha Centauri, and it's a more closer to home goal of settling on a nearby celestial body. Make of that what you will, but I like how the new science victory has these milestones and sort of a checklist to go down. And then we have the culture victory. To achieve a culture victory, you must attract more visiting tourists to your civilization than any other civilization has domestic tourists at home. Domestic tourists are tourists from your civilization that are happy vacationing inside your own borders, while visiting tourists are the number of citizens that you've attracted from the domestic tourist pool of other civilizations. So it's no more tourism versus culture, and it's now a battle of just 2 different kinds of tourists, basically saying you need to attract more people to your civilization than any other civilization attracts its own people. To attract tourists, you basically have to boost your culture through buildings, districts, wonders, civics, relics, artifacts, and great works. The culture victory also has a somewhat of a different feel to it because of the civics tree being a thing now. The more you focus on culture, the further down you go on the civics tree, essentially changing how you play the game, especially when it comes to diplomacy and government. And next up, we've got the good old Domination Victory. To achieve a Domination Victory, you must conquer the capital of every other civilization. No big change here compared to Civ 5, but what does affect this is the new Casus Belli, or Casus Belli system, with its warmonger penalties. In an AI game, going around declaring war and conquering could turn the whole world against you, if you don't play smart. Every time you declare war or capture a city, a warmonger penalty comes into play. Yes, in Civ 5 you'd be denounced and attacked pretty much regardless of what you did, but it seems that in Civ 6, with justified reasons for going to war, there are ways to still keep your friends while you conquer your enemies. Well, keep them friends for now anyway, until you need to conquer their capitals. The happiness of your cities is also affected by staying at war, since there's war wariness, so the longer you're at war with people, the harder it's going to be to keep your own cities happy, which sort of functions as a soft cap for how long you can be at war in one go. Some things to consider for a domination victory anyway. Finally, we have a new victory type in Civilization 6, which is the religious victory. To achieve a religious victory, your religion must become the predominant religion for every civilization in the game, both major and minor civilizations, and being the predominant religion means it's followed by more than 50% of the cities in a civilization. The thing about a religious victory is that it would be difficult to win without a significant military force at some point in the game, especially when trying to convert other civs that have founded their own religion. But it won't be nearly as warmongery as going for a domination victory, as anyone you do successfully convert, well, you can essentially leave them alone. Now, at the moment there is no diplomatic victory condition in Civ 6, and that's tied to the delayed implementation of the World Congress. Ed Beach, the lead developer of Civ 6, has stated that there is no World Congress in Civ 6 at the moment, and it won't be there at launch, but they do plan to add it in once they see how the metagame develops after release. If and when the World Congress is implemented into Civ 6, there's a good chance that a diplomatic victory could be put back in too. No guarantees though, as what the World Congress is could fundamentally change, so we'll have to wait and see for that. Either way, that's it for all the victory conditions in Civilization 6 for now. What do you think of the removal of the diplomatic victory and the addition of a religious victory? Oh, and remember, just for fun, remember to vote on which victory condition is your favorite. I love seeing your opinions. Just click the eye icon at the top right corner of this video. Also, if you're looking for more Civ 6 videos, I have two big ones. One just for the new types of war and another all about religion. I also release a new Civilization 6 video every Friday, so subscribe to see the latest one show up in your feed. And that's it from me. My name's been GamerZach. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. And I'll see you in the next video.